In today's upcycled sewing project, I am giving my DIY sheer dress a makeover. First thing, I am going to adjust the elastic along the shoulder because it's already stretched out. So I'm opening this casing and I'm going to pull out about 1.5 inches of elastic. Then I'm just going to stitch it right here, and I will be doing the same thing on the other side. If you want to see the tutorial of how I made this dress, I am going to have the link in the description box below. Finally, I decided to mark the back of the dress because they look the same. So this is going to be so much easier when I'm putting it on. Then I am going to shorten the sleeves. I gave it about an inch seam allowance because hello, if you trim it off, that's it. So it's much better to have extra fabric. By the way, you guys, the sleeves are so massive. It is the same size of the bodice if you didn't notice. Extra detail, I am going to sew this eyelet trim along the sleeve hems. Recently, I had been using lace trims or any embellishment on my garments, and I'm actually really liking it because I don't normally put embellishment like this. And then I'm going to fold it in like this, and I'm going to be placing an elastic through the seam allowance right here. Basically, sew the seam allowance as close to the edge as possible so I can create a channel for the elastic. Then secure the elastic ends. Remove the excess elastic, then close the drive. I decided to lengthen the dress, so I'm going to unpick the hemlines. Then using the fabrics that I trim off on the sleeves, I will be using it to create a strip of fabric that I can sew on the bottom. This is about 2.5 inches. The length is the same circumference of the skirt hemlines. I open up one of the seams big enough so I can easily place the strip of fabric on the edge. So this is about right. Then I'm going to match the right sides of the fabrics, then stitch along the edge. Then I added the same eyelet trims along the hemline, so it's just going to make the design a little more cohesive, and it's also going to add extra length that I am going for. Gave it a good press and top stitch. Then it's time to close the back seam. Let's remind you the before, and this is the after. Oh my goodness, I absolutely love it. It looks like a completely new dress. Thanks so much for watching. Follow and subscribe if you haven't already.